Hello everybody, my name is Zach and today I present you with a 2018 BMW M3CS. Now if we take a look right here, we have this nice functional air vent with the M3 badge, which I personally like. I think it ties in the whole front part of the car. Now if we take a look right here, we have 19-inch wheels with two 55s in the front, with 20-inch wheels with two 85s in the rear. Now if we take a look right here, we have the 4-piston caliper with the M badge, just like the M2 had. Along, same thing in the rear, 2-piston caliper with the M badge on that. Now we have these classic M3 mirror caps with the little edge right here that sticks out a little bit. And then if you can really see, we have this nice exposed carbon roof. This car right here has an inline 6 twin turbo motor, which puts out around 460 horsepower with around 440 foot-pounds of torque. Now once we take a look around back, we have the BMW tinted rear taillights from factory. We have the nice little carbon lip, which adds a pretty sweet touch. We have the quad exhaust along with the carbon splitter. And then we have these air ducts right here for aerodynamic purposes. So if you take a look at the key, literally same exact key as the BMW M2, plasticky, cheap. For as much as this car is worth, I feel like they could have done better on the key, but this is what you get. Once we take a look up front, we have the classic M4 GTS hood with the air vent. We have these big brake ducts along with the carbon fiber splitter. Now we have this M3 badge in the grille. Now once we pop the hood, I find it interesting how BMW left this exposed weaved carbon along. We have this carbon strut tower brace, which is a pretty cool touch, I think. Personally, I would like to see a little bit more, but you know, classic BMW, they have the plastic engine cover with the powered by M. That's all we can see in the engine bay. Now once we take a look on the inside, we have the Alcantara wheel, Alcantara trim pieces with the white stitching. We have these M3CS seats with the M3, and then the nice BMW touch. We have CS right here in the dash along this Alcantara trim piece. Now, just like the BMW M2, we can see our horsepower and torque once we put it in Sport Plus. Give it a little bit of a rev. We can see how as it goes up. Once we take a look at the back seat, we have this nice leather stitching along with the white and Silverstone interior. Now if I take a seat back here, like I said, I'm 6'2", and I fit pretty well in this. Plenty of room, plenty of knee space. Now if we take a look right here, the seat has a slight indent so your knees don't rub. As a taller person like I am, I fit pretty snug back here, and I could sit back here for a while. We have the Alcantara comes all the way down here into the floor and the carpet. So first impressions, once I'm in the car, these seats definitely are very aggressive. I love the steering wheel. It's not too thick, but it's not too skinny. Paddles are in a great place. The shifts, every time, they're super instant. You can tell that this double clutch really means business. Get on the gas. The shifts are so instant, it's like bang, bang, bang. And then like I said, you have that classic BMW Burple. This car right here just has the normal M exhaust. You can get the M Performance, which is a full titanium, for an extra $4 grand on top of the already close to $120,000 price tag. I'll get over. This car just sounds amazing. Do a little second gear roll. The power on this car is just instant. Once you roll into it, turbo's kicked in. Can't feel a lot of turbo lag, but there's a slight delay in throttle response. shift is just banging your head, and it's so violent, and I love it. This car, you can tell, just wants to keep going and going. We'll do a third gear pull. You don't realize how fast you're going until you look at the speedometer and you're like, oh, I should probably hit the brakes. Alright, so we're gonna put her back in comfort mode. Gets a lot quieter. Steering loosens up compared to Sport Plus, with the steering was really stiff. There's the start and stop. Take your foot off the brake, car turns back on. We'll just cruise in comfort mode, see how it feels. Like, the car feels a lot faster in the passenger seat, but once you're driving, you can't really, like, it doesn't feel as quick as it actually should. And I feel like that goes for any car in general. This is the San Marino Blue. This is the 128th car out of 600 cars in the US. So we'll go from comfort back to Sport Plus. I mean, I can't help myself. Even just rolling onto it, you can just feel this car just wants to go and go and just doesn't want to stop. Throw it back in comfort mode for a second. Exhaust tone definitely quiets down a lot. Once it's back in comfort mode, steering becomes a lot looser. We'll go ahead and throw it back in Sport Plus. Go to second. Chirp the tires a little bit going from second to third. But on the heads-up display, we can see our miles per hour, and then we have our horsepower and torque right here. Once we go from comfort, put it back in Sport Plus, we can see our RPMs, and it tells you when to shift. So as you can see, we can see our horsepower and torque. Is the M3CS package really worth the extra money over a regular M3? Being completely honest, I don't think so, unless you're really tracking the car. Because just day-to-day driving, you're not really gonna feel all this car has to offer. I would just save the extra money, maybe take the regular M3, put it on some stiffer suspension, some coilovers, and then just go about your day that way. I truly do not think, if you're just driving the car as a daily, the M3CS is for you. But if you want to take this as a weekend warrior, go out and track it, by all means. From just driving it how it is on the street, I would say this car would be perfect for you. Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Woo. Okay. There's an alligator. Where?
Is there actually? Oh, there's a gator.
10 subscriber special. We got the Midnight CS with us.
Okay, that was the intro.
No. Say it's that the same key. Is it recording?